I'm heartbroken. This sucks.
Oh.
What can I do? And then a couple days goes by and you go, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this the best as I damn well can. And if this run is 3 months, like I've seen a couple people come and go, it's a couple of months and they're gone. I'm going to give it everything I can. And I won't be afraid to like embrace it because some people don't get this one chance.
I know you weren't thrilled about the cheerleading gimmick, which I kind of liked it, to be honest with you.
Well, that's fine to like it, but imagine let me set it up a little bit better. They go, hey, we really like what you're doing. You're a clean-cut kid that we can Google, and you broke records wrestling in college. And
Kent State, correct?
Kent State.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
Appreciate that. I see you got the notes that I sent over.
Shout out for Kent State.
And I was like, yeah, they can Google it. They go, we're really thinking about possibly putting you as like a young up-and-comer with Kurt Angle, and like he's going to be your hero. And I'm like, this is the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life. Are you kidding me? I got a tryout with WWE because Kurt Angle came from amateur wrestling and was doing so well that they gave a smaller guy like me a chance at a tryout. I go, this is a dream come true. It's like the movie, it's like the Karate Kid movie where it's like sidekicks or something. It was like Chuck Norris and the other kid are fighting, like he's with his hero. I go, this is the best. And then I get a call to go to TV and they're like, you're going to be a cheerleader with 4 other guys. And it's about one guy and you guys are just going to bump and feed and look like little sissies. And then when we're done, who knows? And you go, I'm heartbroken. This sucks.
Aww.
What can I do? And then a couple days goes by and you go, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this the best as I damn well can. And if this run is 3 months, like I've seen a couple people come and go, it's a couple of months and they're gone. I go, if that's it, I'm going to give it everything I can. And I go, I won't be afraid to like embrace it because some people don't get this one chance. I'm going to take it. And so you're still heartbroken and it sucks. But then 6 months later, you're working with 10 of the greatest of all time every weekend, and you're learning the most. And those live event matches with Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Ric Flair, Roddy Piper, Dusty Rhodes, like it's crazy. Like all this stuff happened in a joking sense mostly, but I got to absorb everything, and I got to a point where I'm like, hey, Shawn, are you cool with me calling this match in a live event when I'm out there? And he's like, yeah, I can't try, whatever. And it's like, I called one thing to Shawn Michaels. I'm like, is this really happening? I was like, I'm a year and a half into wrestling. I don't know what I'm doing. Out of 5 guys, I was the 4th worst one because
come on.
I was 8 months into training. Like, I just didn't know anything. I could like put a hold on and break someone's back and take a bump. But the only person with less experience was Mitch. He was like the 5th one, but he was brand new and he was hired more on personality than wrestling. So it was like, I was like the worst one, but I was trying to catch up. So I was wrestling matches in the afternoon just to try and catch up reps and get better with everybody. And Mikey would train me on the weekends just to get a bunch of reps in. I just wanted to make sure that I go, I thought every week that the cheerleading thing was just like, we were just going to get murdered and it was going to be over. So I go, if I get to hang around, I want to be really good at wrestling. So I was just doing matches nonstop and got to hang around, even though they boxed us up and sent us back to OVW.
So was Kenny supposed to be the breakout star of the group?
Yeah, well,
and it ended up being you.
Well, years later, sure.
Yeah,
it was more built for Kenny, and it was really fun. And Kenny's freaking awesome. And even though we were a bunch of young guys, he was younger than all of us by 4 or 5 years. He's like 20 years old, and looks the part, plays the part, knew backstage stuff. He was helping me out with stuff that like an old timer would have to tell you for behind the scenes stuff, like how to like political stuff, who to talk to. And I was like, it was very helpful. He knew a lot at a young age. And it was, so one, you're like, you're a cheerleader instead of you and tagging with Kurt Angle.
I get it.
Well, just so you know, you're the 4th worst one out of the group. And it's all about this one guy. He's the only one who can't get paid while you guys bump around. And you're like, man, this is my dream job. What the hell am I doing? You know?
Who would tell somebody you're the 4th worst guy? That's
they didn't tell me that.
Okay.
The other 3 were good at wrestling, and I was brand new, and the other guy was the only one who was newer than me. Like, that's it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.